Hello, dear viewers. Thank you so much for joining me today. I would like you to choose a stone that matches your intuition, the one that your intuition would have you choose. And I'll begin your daily reading. I'll put timestamps, of course, in the description so that you can find your pile. All right, for those of you who chose the Tiger's Eye, we've got the Lover's card, the Five of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. Wow. Okay, so for those of you who are thinking about your love life, this to me tells me that your wish is here. Your wish with the Nine of Cups. But there must be something you have to cut away to be able to have that. So I'm thinking the Five of Swords, that's a victory card. But it means you're cutting something away. It means you're you're taking the victory, even though not everybody may like it in your life. Somebody may walk away. So I wonder what that is. I like these pauses because I leave a pause there. Your gut might fill in the answer there. What that is, you need to cut away. Swords can be thoughts. So it can be thoughts that you need to cut away. It can be ideas. It can be that some of you are thinking of a loving relationship, the love that you need, and you're not having it right now. And so you're thinking about what you need to cut away and let go so that you can get there at some point. The Nine of Cups usually encourages you to think about the desires of your heart. That's your wish. That's what you would really, really want, right? So what you would really want regarding love, obviously. Now, this doesn't have to be love between people, but to me, this reading is suggesting to me that for a lot of you, that's exactly what it is. To have the desires of your heart, what would you have to cut away? That's what this is saying. For those of you who aren't concerned about your love life, that's not your romantic love life, I should say, then sometimes the Lover's card comes up as a very spiritual card, meaning that kind of unconditional love from spirit, that kind of, just that kind of perfect, absolutely perfect spiritual love, Garden of Eden kind of love, angelic kind of love, that sometimes this card comes up when really we need to believe. We need to believe that Spirit loves us so much. And believe me, Spirit does. Spirit is love. We are part of Spirit. Spirit loves us so much that we can consider the desires of our heart. We can cut away things that are not serving us, and that's all right. Sometimes this card comes up to tell us how much Spirit loves us and to say, not only does Spirit love us, but is on our side, Now we have the Green Aventurine. All right. So we have the Emperor, the Knight of Swords, and the Two of Wands. Okay. So the Emperor is the heart of your reading. It's your major arcana. And the Emperor is all about taking charge. So obviously, there are a couple of things you need to be doing today, or a couple of major goals in your life, major purposes. And the attitude, this is wonderful. This is energy coming up. So the attitude that you have is more of exploring, world explorer, more like excitement and enthusiasm for your options that you're considering, your purposes, your goals, your two options that you're considering. It's sort of looking on out and thinking with an adventurous kind of mind on what may come. And the Knight of Swords is about charging forward with a plan. Now, the Knight of Swords, you have this mature taking charge energy, but there might, and you have, this idea that you're going places. But this Knight of Swords can be a little bit, it's important to think the plan completely through. The Knight of Swords can get so excited about the plan or his orders, or he's just gone. He's just gone. He is obsessively interested in this plan. He doesn't necessarily see all of the complications or the collateral effects on other people, on other things. So I think the Knight of Swords can come up as, even though this wonderful, wonderful energy is coming up in you, and you certainly should go with the take charge energy. You bet absolutely go with it. The Knight of Swords is a little bit of a caution saying, also, even no matter how determined you are and goal oriented you are, you need to pay attention to things like rest, things like taking care of your relationships, things like those kinds of things. You know what I mean? Because the Knight of Swords can be kind of aggressive. Now, this may be somebody else in your life, though. It may not be you. This may be somebody who is in your life and is just, somebody who tends to, they can make the mistake of sacrificing too much on the way to their goals. They can make the mistake of being too aggressive or verbally aggressive, or just so focused on one thing that they're not seeing the whole picture. So there may be somebody in your life right now who's doing that, and you may have some contact with them today. So that's what that's about. Either that's your energy or somebody else's. But the Emperor, the heart of the reading, is your energy. That is your major arcana. And I think the major message of this is to take that take charge kind of energy, that determined kind of energy, do it maturely, and consider your options. If you have excitement or enthusiasm or even interest in moving along one goal, picking up one goal today, more so than the other, then do that, because you've got good energy and good wisdom about it. All right, for those of you who chose this sort of tannish gray stone with the quartz in it, we have the Judgment card, Queen of Coins, and Nine of Swords. All right, well, you shouldn't be worrying, obviously, because we have the Good Judgment card. We have the Angelic Help card with your judgment kind of thing. So that's excellent. This can be making a decision. Maybe you're worrying, or maybe you have some thoughts in the background there that are due to a decision that must be made. Don't worry. With this Judgment card, you will have clarity about the right thing to do. And also, this is saying, and also don't worry about your security, because you are given good judgment about how to retain your security in life, how to protect your sources of security as much as you can. Pentacles, stability, security, earth. So you have good judgment about that today. And in fact, decisions you're making today or around this time are enhancing to your security. They're enhancing to that. They're not misguided. So that's always good to know. I sense that for some of you, this is a time in your life when, boy, you really do need to make good decisions. I mean, there are some challenges, and you're worried it could go the wrong way. And I think this is saying, don't worry, you're fine. And besides, there's probably some underlying security with this Queen of Coins, because the Queen of Coins, she's just really good at earning and preserving that kind of stability. So she's just really good at making that, at manifesting it. That's the right word, not earning. Manifesting, yes. Because the Queen of Coins, she manifests. She gets, here it is. So good decision-making clarity today. All right, for those of you who chose this green banded stone, we've got the All Minor Arcana. So probably not an earth-shattering kind of day, but we've got the Page of Coins, we've got the King of Wands, and the Page of Wands. Oh my gosh. So I think this tells a story. For some of you, these are players in your life. These are people in your life that are important today. King of Wands a lot of times is like a boss, a supervisor. It can be just a mature gentleman who is very purposeful and kind of fiery, and he knows what he wants. He's pretty direct about it. He's probably kind of good at getting other people to buy into, this is what we're doing. because he's kind of enthusiastic about it, purposeful about it. Maybe that's the right word, purposeful about it. The Page of Wands is certainly enthusiastic. So if this is a gentleman in your life, or if this is you, then I feel like then there's some mentoring or some supervising happening. The Page of Coins is a new job a lot of times, or grabbing a new option to increase your health or wealth. It's taking it. You've picked it up. The Ace of Coins offered it, the world offered it, and you picked it up. And the Page of Wands is picking up a new goal, a new purpose. It might not be huge, but you have some enthusiasm. You're going to do it. You have energy, you have vigor, you have the determination to begin. So for some of you, it's a very positive card. If these are people in your life, none of these are negative. The maturity of the King would balance the newness, possible immaturity of the Page and the Page. Now, for those of you where this is all about your energy in a situation you're dealing with and not so much about other people, we have the King of Wands. And so that is mature energy, that's purpose-driven, that's focused. If that's your energy, that is excellent. Now, the Wands, those are fire signs, because there's some fire, some enthusiasm for the King. And maturity to temper that. Now, the Page of Wands and the Page of Coins don't have that yet. So these energies might be a new goal. They might be a new opportunity to increase your health or wealth. But regardless, if these are new things in your life, the King of Wands energy suggests you certainly have the ability to bring them to fruition. You've got enough energy. You've got enough strength of purpose. You certainly can do it. For some of you, see, Wands sometimes are about health and vigor, and Pentacles are sometimes about sort of like improving your health, the status of your health. And so for some of you, this is about, okay, I've got a new plan to improve my health. Yep. It can be a new plan to improve your finances too. But the King of Wands energy suggests you certainly can do it. You certainly can do it. It takes time, but you certainly can. All right. So this is a wonderful day today. I hope you all have a good one and hope to talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.